to first begin by thanking those who have come to stand with us today. Some of our colleagues have spoken today, Representative Ramos, representing the Hispanic community, but we also have members of our leadership team, many of our ranking members, Representative Salazi, Representative Budish, thank you, is here. We have members of the Senate here with us, and we also have members of the community here with us. We have members from the Democratic Caucus, members from the Young Black Democrats, the Young Democrats. Our staff is here. This is important to not just the legislative members here, but our community has come out to stand with us to say that it is too unacceptable to them. The challenge that we're facing today, pardon me, and we're attempting to address speaks to the fundamental tenets of this state and our nation. Access to opportunity, the cornerstones on which this nation was built. All we have seen so far is exclusion from the process. That is significant not just because we are no longer present, but because there has been historic struggle and a battle to be at the table and access to the opportunity. Senator Turner has just spoken so eloquently, or should I say, preached to the subject. All right. I am speaking to the present. What is on the table now? We have casinos being erected all across the state, yet already we have been wiped away from the process of oversight to ensure that there is fair access to the economic opportunity these facilities will bring to Ohio. Absent our process on the governing board, where is the confidence that our voices will be heard, our communities considered, our businesses contracted, our constituents employed, any expectation that our communities will benefit from this economic influx? We have construction reform. The governor has said that he believes in inclusion, that he has supported set-asides in the past, that he has voted for these historically. Can we have confidence that the work accomplished over the last General Assembly through House Bill 318 and the demonstration projects will be supported and continued? Will we continue to have the opportunity through the Minority Business Advisory Council to continue to make recommendations to his office and inform him on the issues that, when resolved, enhance not only our communities, but every community in this state? It has often been said that when the African American community benefits, everyone benefits. The governor has said his privatization of the Department of Development will turn Ohio around in 6 months. But again, without our present participation, where is the expectation that the projected gravy train will stop in or impact any of our communities? There is to be a jobs board created. Today, Governor, we demand a seat at the table, to be included in and inform the transformative decisions this board is expected to bring to our state. We have addressed the subject of energy, one of the most influential emerging industries in our state. In our energy memorandum of understanding, it reflected inclusion, prevailing wage for employees, entrepreneurial opportunities for all minorities. It was an attempt to be inclusive in one of the most important driving economic developers that will manifest itself in this state. It's mandatory that we have an opportunity to participate in that industry. The clock is spinning backwards in our state to the detriment of the emerging majority, those combined minority populations in Ohio that will shortly exclude or exceed the majority. How do we have in 2011 a leader who places no value in diversity and inclusion, has demonstrated no interest in representative government, but instead erased decades of struggle to be participants and contributors to our process? We say it is unacceptable. We expect better. We require access. We demand participation. Thank you for being here, and we will now open it up to questions.
Can you speak to when the last time they...
One second. We realized that 22 cabinet appointments have been made already. And we realized that there is only one cabinet appointment left to be made. But if anybody in this room, in this state, or in this country believes that the Black Caucus is going to stand up and pack up and go home just because 23 appointments have been made and we don't get what we want, you are sadly mistaken. We have been strapped for battle, and we are ready to take on this fight as long as we have to. So let's make that clear. We are demanding today that we have a meeting with Governor Kasich. We have sent in writing, we have called on his telephone, and he has not responded. He has responded only with a question as to what do you want to meet with me for. After that, I have not gotten a call back. We want a meeting to talk about our legislative agenda and what things that are important to the people we represent. And for everybody that's wondering, yes, inclusion is at the top of that list. We also want appointments to the cabinet level positions and upper level management. That means that whoever he has appointed already, feel the need to, get rid of them if you need to, but we want our fair share of seats at the table. We also, for those people who believe they are qualified, we have gotten an email address. So the email address for anybody in this state who believes they're qualified for a position is iamqualifiedohio@gmail.com. It will also be on the OLBC website. That website is www.olbc1967.com. Feel free to register there. We will take those resumes, walk those resumes over to our governor to let him know that there are qualified people of color in this state, and we are demanding employment. We also want the Senate to hold this governor accountable for making sure that this state and the cabinet members in the state look like the people who reside in the state. So we are asking the Senate to reject all cabinet level appointments, just like they did Governor Strickland before their last days in session last year, and reject all of them until this governor shows that he is empathetic to what we demand in this state. Now we're open for questions.
Can you speak to the last time a governor's cabinet did not have any diversity?
1962.
1962. And anybody can answer this question. Before we take the next question, we'll let Reverend King say a couple of words.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good morning. I'm Reverend Joel King, the Vice Chair of the Ohio Legislative King Commission here in the city of Ohio that recognizes the holiday for the state that was placed in order before it became a national holiday. And my concern is not only about the diversity of the cabinet, the concern is that this governor did not show up at that celebration that's sponsored by the governor's office. He refused to show up. He sent a proclamation dated for March 17th for the holiday that's on January 17th. That tells you how he operates. And I have some quotes here to quote to tell you how I personally think he operates. One on the right said, artificial intelligence is no match for natural stupidity. That's an unknown writer wrote that. You put it where you want to put it in the article. Maya Angelou said, we allow our ignorance to prevail upon us and make us think we can survive alone in patches, alone in gaps, alone in races, alone in genders. Well, he's alone right now because he has not diverse his cabinet. Dr. King said, nothing in all the world is more dangerous than sincere ignorance and conscientious stupidity. This is 2011. We don't need a governor in this state that has as diverse as it is saying he can't work with no other party. How do you get elected? He don't know who voted for him. All parties, but he ought to be ashamed for his own party. He couldn't find one Republican to put in his own African-American Republican. That lets us know how serious this is in 2011. We come too far as a state, as a nation, to let one man turn things around. We can challenge him, we will challenge him, and we expect that he respect the wishes of this group as well as the community leaders. And as SCLC, the NAACP has said, it's a sorry day in hell for this state to go backwards as we come this far. Thank you very kindly.
I'd like to ask, let's just say theoretically the governor changes his mind.